Hello and welcome to the final 9 of the 2023 PDGA Professional World Championships presented by LL Bean. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your two hockeys.
And let's ride, honk. We are watching Kristin Tattar in command, looking more smug than we've ever seen her. She was positively radiating confidence after her birdie on hole 9. Missy Gannon 4 in a row to end the front 9, but still 7 strokes back with 9 to play. That is a tall order. Holyn Handley, bogey-free. What is math? That is 6 down. So impressive.
So good. Lykke having a little bit of a hiccup in the middle of the round, but looking super solid on the putting green. Evelina on her birthday moving up into that 4th place position. Everyone in FPO really seeming to figure out Fox Run today. A lot more people under par than we've seen in days past. Let's start out with hole 10 on the back 9. This is a gentle turnover shot. You don't want to go too hard because that OB line comes up really fast on the right-hand side. You also can't hyzer out because they pinch the OB on the left-hand side in really tightly. You can't go too far either because it's only about 20 feet behind the basket. Errors to make are catching those tree branches on the way into the green. I love a distance sidearm here if you have it, but tried it today, and you really do have to have every bit of 315 feet to get there.
I won't ask about the result.
Inbounds.
Oh, cool. Cool. Missy, can she make it 5 in a row and put a little golden sombrero on the hermit thrush's head?
Putting.
You got to ask the important questions here in the booth. Really solid shot for Missy.
I think we were all wondering the same thing.
Thank you.
Holyn.
Oh.
Yeah, tongue out. Ready to roll.
Always.
Oh.
Pretty tight line here. Too tight. Holyn going to be out of bounds on that corner.
And that disc may never come back.
It is a cliff. I have spent some time down there.
Yes.
I think I found myself down there. I didn't find the disc, though.
It is so far down there. Kristin giving it lots of height to get all the way there.
And much better width.
Nice. Ooh, checks up perfectly.
Likey.
Wow. 42% of the field getting this birdie.
Nice. And if you didn't watch the front 9, you know who I'm talking about. It's you psychopaths.
Yeah.
The field is only 36 people, so cream of the crop. Pretty good stats.
45% cut today on the final round.
Lykke confirming it is a headwind. You ever done that? Just throw grass up in the air and then it goes straight in your face and you try to act like...
We've all done it.
Okay.
We've all done it.
Holyn trying to save a really long par here.
Love that bid. Yeah, only 2 people parking it, but 60% of the field getting to circle 1.
Oh, nice.
So funny little jump in stats there. Lykke giving it such a solid run from circle 2.
Missy for 5 in a row.
Wow.
Yeah. Started to walk it in before it was even in the bucket.
The golden sombrero.
Yes. If any of you are confused, these are not real terms. These are geese terms.
Check out the Goose Dictionary. If you have
Yeah,
more
I think
questions.
a lot of people don't know what shul is. You can see that one a lot. Put that in the dictionary form. Kind of a weird ringer on Kristin's putt. Missy gonna bring it down to a 6-stroke difference.
Yeah, the chains on these baskets are skinny, and so are the baskets, so a lot of weird stuff happens. Just not as big of a target as we're used to seeing. Missy gaining 1 stroke, bringing it to within 6 of our leader, Kristin Tattar.
Hole 11 is a par 4, 530 feet. The left side OB is the one you're thinking about a little bit more, pretty tight. You want to swing something out to the right. You see a lot of flex shots or just kind of straight pushing shots that hyzer out on the out at the end. Ending on the left side near the OB is ideal because it sets up for a great little sidearm approach over the wall. OB wraps very tight behind the basket. You see some backhands into the green, but the sidearm is definitely the better play. A lot of trees protecting this green, there's kind of that element of, poke and hope. There is one primary gap, but it's pretty hard to get your forehand or backhand to break at the exact right moment to get through the best gap. Perfect shot from Missy.
Kristin going low here. Not going to get as much carry to the left as she wants, but she's so far down there that it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, totally fine. It's a good shot. Lucky with her D2. Probably playing a little bit more of a flex, I'd imagine. Yeah.
I really like that play. Lucky is the master right now of just really safe golf. And I don't mean that in a boring way. Like, it's just because it takes a lot to be consistent at Fox Run like this and play the safe golf and trust your putting and your approaches. So it's so impressive to watch her just do it every single hole, working it out every time.
And competing with certified big arms, too, and keeping pace. Look at Holyn Handley's big arm. She's nearly pin high with that one. And that's a vulture. It's a UVZ vulture.
The fact that she's like close to wrapping the corner is
mind-blowing. Consider my mind just completely boggled. Like, that's nuts.
Lucky with the backhand play.
Yeah, we saw her do this yesterday, and she really has that shot dialed. Comes up just a bit short, but again, those trees really get in the way of parking the hole.
Missy opting for the backhand as well. We saw her throw a sidearm on this yesterday.
So, Missy,
wow.
I'm gonna find...
No, it worked.
Inbounds, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, definitely missed the gap, but she's in and long putt.
Missing that right of those trees and being in bounds is incredible.
Yeah. Oh, that looks great.
Kristin getting aggressive here. We love this. It's so scary to come in high on this gap.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, she only landed about 10 feet from OB, maybe less. Holyn Handley just breaking the game.
Yeah, she could probably see the basket.
But too strong. Typical Holyn problems. No one's ever had that short of an approach shot into the screen. They don't even know how to do it. Missy definitely giving this a run. OB pretty much right where the camera guys are. Probably, 20 feet?
Yep.
Behind the pin. Ooh.
Wow. Pretty line.
Yeah, I love the little flex on it.
Missy just knowing her putter so well.
Lucky from a little over 50. She's just going to lay up.
Smart.
It's one of the, I think, Lucky's strengths. She's not afraid to lay up.
Even though we all know she can make that putt probably 8 times out of 10.
Yeah, but, she's not going to no OB or have a really tough comebacker. Like, I would never do it, but I very much respect what she's doing.
Me too.
Take some of the stress out of the golf. I only like maximally stressful disc golf, personally.
I want to be putting for double from out of bounds.
You get it.
Nice recovery from Holyn. Way to get that par.
Missy's birdie streak gonna end there.
And after a fun little par 4, moving on to another par 4 that's a lot more difficult.
We're right back to 7 strokes separating Kristin from Missy.
Hole 12, uphill tee shot. It's 730 feet, but it's a 2-shot hole just to even get to the point where you can approach the green. So you want to throw a hyzer that lands in this area, ideally. If you can push that OB line deep, that is great. It makes the second shot a lot more manageable and the rest of the hole almost easy. But if you're out of position off the tee, you can definitely stack strokes trying to chase the birdie, I guess is the best way to put it. Crossing that second out of bounds area can be really, really difficult from anywhere that is not far and left on this tee shot. There's out of bounds that wraps all the way around behind the basket, but it's pretty forgiving once you get into that little second fairway area.
It's funny too because that shot, it almost looks like she just sawed off that hyzer. It almost looks like a bad shot. Like Fox Run is classic controlled shank golf because that was a perfect shot from Kristin.
And it feels bad throwing it too.
It just feels strange. It's not usually what you're trying to do in this game.
But it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fox
Isn't
Run
that just life?
Oh man, yeah. I'm getting really existential over here. Missy landing in a similar spot to Kristin. Lucky putting some air under it. Little tiny bit of a flex line. Also in a fantastic spot.
Sometimes if you're on the shorter side, it leaves you with an uphill run up. Lucky might be in that area. It makes it really tough to throw that backhand turnover or distant sidearm that you need on your second shot.
It wouldn't even surprise me if Holyn just tried to go over on her first shot, I think. That was kind of like a low controlled shot. It didn't really look like Holyn was trying to do very much there.
Yeah, maybe she feels comfortable with the second forehand, and that's all you need.
That's true.
To get your par.
She's one of the few who can throw that forehand on the second shot from such a short tee shot. Oh, wow. So much height on this thing.
That is all you need.
Oh, is that all? Just
That's it.
100-foot spike hyzer. 100 feet in the air, to be clear. Lucky throwing the more typical line. Pretty sharply turning and hyzer shot. That was well done.
This played as the easiest hole of the day, with 67% of the field taking birdie or better.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everyone got it dialed in.
Figuring it out.
Missy Gannon takes a branch with her as she goes across on her second.
That is such a beautiful shot. It's a lot more difficult than Missy made it look because that OB line comes up so quickly on the left if it hyzers out at all.
Mm-hmm.
You got to really keep the nose down and keep the disc turned. This is almost like a cheat code for this long sidearm. Makes it so much easier.
Mm-hmm. Just a simple mid-range shot. Maybe, 200... Less than 250. What do you think?
Yeah.
25?
I think that's about right.
Something like that. Lucky makes quick work of it. Kristin, trusty harp, pretty much lands exclusively in the bullseye with this one. Leaves it a little bit shorter than normal, but she's putting for birdie, no problem. Holyn, maybe thinking about throwing this thing in. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Just a good layup.
Yeah. Inside the circle.
I swear, anytime her tongue is out like that, I think she's just going to,
she's doing it.
do some fireworks.
She's sending it.
Yeah. Missy with, 150 feet left tops? That's impressive that she's that far. Just laying up, though.
Almost 17% of the field getting to circle one for birdie.
All right, so Kristin doesn't need to park the hole to get the birdie.
She doesn't even need to birdie it.
She doesn't even need to jump. Man.
Love it.
Wow. And every time Missy starts knocking on that door, Kristin's just really slamming it in her face. Nope, don't want any.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, thank you.
Better luck next time.
Not going to slow Missy down, though, either. Such a solid, committed putt again.
Yeah, and look at this middle stretch of the round that she's putting together. I mean, 6 down through the last 8 holes. Lucky kind of squeaks her birdie putt in. Looking really automatic from within the circle.
Yeah, I feel like
really
when you're that good, even your misses are good. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Still a 7-stroke ball game here. Holyn Handley in 3rd place. Still Evelina trying to catch her.
When you're outfitted for all that's out there, even the ordinary becomes extraordinary.
So here's to taking a moment to appreciate every moment, made outside together.
All right, long walk to hole 13, par 3, 390 feet. They did change this one this year. There's a mandatory on the left. OB is the same, but they tucked the basket a little bit deeper and more left than it's been, and it brings in that OB behind the basket that we haven't really had to worry about too much. And it's elevated, which I don't think it has been before. Definitely possible to birdie this one, but kind of in that bonus level. You just want to make sure you make the mandatory, crest the hill, ideally get a nice flare skip onto the green.
We've watched Kristin throw the ideal shot the last 2 rounds at Fox, but just not get the best reaction once she gets her flare skip.
Similar result there. Great shot. She's on the dance floor.
This played as the 3rd most difficult hole of the day, mostly just due to lack of birdies, but today a little bit of struggle from the FPO field, probably trying to get aggressive up that left side and give a putt, finding that Mando.
Missy coming up on the wrong side of the mandatory, and that's a tough little drop zone she's going to have to go from. Really awkward angle. Lucky turning this D3, pushing the right side. Oh, no.
It
I was
hit
going to say, I
someone.
really like this play, but it hit someone, and she's understandably upset by that result.
You know, whenever I was on this tee pad, I looked at that group of people and I was like, I cannot believe they're letting spectators stand there. That is such a bizarre in-play area for people to be standing.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. Wow.
Holyn,
Great shot from Holyn.
almost having more Holyn problems, but checked up just in time.
Literally all of these holes, these difficult holes that she's parking, she's doing with her Tour Series Vulture. Pretty crazy.
Who's going to go check out the Vultures right now? Go support Holyn on tour.
Right? Well, all these ladies, too. If you want to support your favorite FPO, just check out their Tour Series.
I know I'm curious about Lucky Strider and the Mantis.
Here is the drop zone. You can see kind of the awkward angle. There's obviously one main gap you're trying to hit with that hyzer. Missy does it perfectly. Harder than it looks. Lucky pitched up to outside the circle, looking at a long bogey save. Gonna be a double.
Wow.
And that sucks too, because I mean, she might have had a putt at it, but it was gonna be an easy par. Holyn, long look at birdie. Whew. Flashes out of the right side.
There were 4 birdies today. Katie Lane, Ella Hansen, Kat Murch, and Ellie Ezra Midling finding birdie 2s. What a good one to get.
They were all in the same card, Ella told me.
No.
Star birdie. Right?
No
yeah.
way.
Isn't that nuts?
That's a good fun fact.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. The only birdies.
Like, what a crazy star frame.
Yeah. That's where you're like looking at each other like,
Oh,
wow.
oh.
Okay. Is this real?
Lucky gonna drop down a few more spots with that really brutal
Did you see
break.
Silva at 8 down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. 280 feet for this short par 3. Hole 14 requires a dead straight shot with a fairway or a distance driver. You can take the hyzer route as well. It just brings those trees into play and they can quickly pick you up into the roller angle and send you OB right. There is a nice little landing zone over there if you can find it though, and makes putting so easy. All the early shots, you're going to be contending with trees on the green and it can make putting sometimes impossible.
We saw Kristin go kind of the really straight route yesterday. This is definitely more the hyzer play and gets the roller anger.
Oh no. Okay, action. Circle's edge.
You know that you're bringing that into play though when you're throwing that angled disc into that
You kind of just
sloped surface for
are
those trees.
on this hole in general. Even if you come in flat, it can flip you up real fast.
This looks solid from Holyn. Great shot. Easy raptor on that one. Missy throwing this beautifully dyed thrasher. So pretty. A little bit more of a straight shot at it. Great. Did you already say this is the easiest hole?
Nope. Middle of the pack.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think it played as the easiest on one of the days.
Yep.
Here's the straighter play from Lykke. She's just a master of that flex angle. Comes up on the other side of the trees than the rest of the group, and what a great shot. Kristin from about 48 feet, let's call it.
Yeah, the stats, when you have the field so much smaller today, can be a little all over the place. Lots of birdies on this one, just a few bogeys that kind of skewed the stats a little. This is one you feel like you have to get. Kristin and Missy both not quite finding the chain's center cut.
Let's see if Holyn can get another one here. Sure can.
Horseshoe putt.
Yeah, that tree definitely looked like it was in her way. And Lykke with a fantastic bounce back after that double. So hard to do. I mean, I'm sure she's so unhappy about what just happened, and it's hard not to be angry, and it's so difficult to stay focused like that and continue to score.
It really is. Yeah, her mental game is so impressive.
Boy, all right.
Holyn has
aggressive.
One of the best hug faces in the game.
Wow.
It's like Thomas Gilbert level almost.
Yeah, that's funny. Hole 15, par 3, 320 feet. Very wooded hole. No OB, just this tight line of woods. Early anything is absolute jail. I like the sidearm where you kind of push the left side and just try to fade and get a little bit of a skip into the green. You see probably an equal amount nearly of backhands and sidearms. You can make either work. Just don't hit a tree and kick into no man's land.
Holyn, one of the few competitors that does have the distance to get that hyzer straight shot all the way there. She pulls it, though, trying to get a lot of power on it. Not a terrible kick.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is kind of a lot of women throwing almost a baby flex.
Yep.
Really tight, controlled flex.
Even
or just more like straight to hyzer rather than a pure hyzer.
Yeah, even Kristin trying to get that little teeny bit of flex, working that left side of the fairway.
Lykke a little low and early, catches the corner.
I loved that hyzer play, though. That was a pretty looking shot.
Yeah, a couple feet to the left, and that would have skipped really nicely. Missy going to be the only one on the card showing us the backhand route. She's going Z sole, flippy mid-range. It is a little bit of a late release. Good kick, though.
Yeah, being center fairway is all you can ask for. Pretty easy to recover for par if you can find yourself anywhere on the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, look at how tough this is from Holyn. She goes for a small gap but catches one of those little skinny trees.
Lykke with
nice.
Yes, such a good recovery shot. A nice technical high hyzer sidearm.
Whoa. Pretty rough.
Oh, this hole can stack so fast.
They all can.
Yeah, they all can. Missy with an open look.
Looked like a soft little run with a Crystal Fierce from Missy. She's going to be just outside the bullseye for par. Holyn never afraid to send it. Looking like a double bogey for her.
Kristin not trying anything too crazy. There were 3 birdies today. Hannah Bloomroos, Valerie Mandahano, and Stacy Rawnsley getting the 2s. Holyn going to have to settle for double after such a clean round so far. Missy with a great recovery.
And some really great fans out here in the woodwork.
Missy! Kristin continuing her solid play.
Man, only 3 to go. Kristin Tattar leading the way by 8.
She still looks so focused.
Mm-hmm.
Does she ever run out of it?
Silva Saarinen in the clubhouse with a 7 down. Impressive.
So awesome.
Whether I'm on the course or behind the camera, there's one thing driving me forward: the shot. The shot that no one else thinks about or would even dare to try. The shot that people will remember, that tells a story. For me, that's what disc golf's all about. Introducing the time-lapse, the first 12-speed featuring gyro over mole technology, and the first disc in the Simon line. Coming soon.
The last wooded hole of the day, hole 16, played as the 3rd most difficult hole of the day. At 600 feet, this is a nice 2-shot hole. You have to get aggressive on your first shot, though, pushing this OB line right here where the little bridge crosses in order to get your second shot out to this open area. There's out of bounds all the way down the right-hand side and just a tree line on the left that can be brutal to get out of if you accidentally trickle in there. This one is really tough to access the green. You'll see a lot of circle 2 putts because the landing zone is really small and has pretty bad footing. You're kind of just hoping that you land somewhere where you can get a run up.
Pretty typical play here from Lykke. Fades a little more than you'd like, but gets a nice little roll, it looks like, to just behind the 14 pad. Left side, I think, as long as you're on this side of the wall, is definitely better than right.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Kind of a mean skip, really.
Yeah, it trickles down to the right, and unfortunately he's going to find out of bounds and be
Pretty awkward over there.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to recover. Par is maybe out of the question there.
Yeah, she might even just have to pitch out. Missy playing that left side, similar to Lykke, but getting...
Tangled.
Yeah. Just on the rock wall, I think.
That was the classic reaction for this hole. You're just like, huh, well, we'll see what we got.
Okay.
You never know what's happening over this hill. Nice.
Oh, yeah. And Holyn with the good footing. She's going to be able to attack on the second.
What would you say, from that little tee pad, it's probably, what, another 380?
Yeah, I was going to say 375. Nice.
Okay. It's far.
Yeah, full rip for sure. It feels like you can get it. Like, even as a kind of average arm, it feels like if you get far enough on the tee, you can attack.
You just have to have that footing because a lot of times you're forced to just throw standstill. Look at Missy having to even throw a standstill sidearm.
Yeah, kind of awkward straddle, too.
Nice safe play. Out of the gap. Safe. Only 4 competitors got to circle 1.
Let's see if Holyn can do it. That's huge.
Don't make this look so easy.
Wow.
So good.
Pure hyzer.
Love that. And it didn't even look like she was having to force it out there.
Kristin just pitching up. She's got the strokes to play with.
She does, and she can actually reach the green from here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from there it's what, like 3?
Yeah, I would say
100?
maybe a little
Maybe
more.
even, you think so?
Yeah, it's out there. Wow.
No problem, though.
What's the distance of the hole? Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. 300.
Missy's third. This is kind of a funny one because if you come in with speed and hit that little pedestal, you can see some weird rolls.
You sure can. But the grass is thick, so you can't expect any sort of like big flare skip or anything. Kind of just have to stick it on the green.
This looks like a little run. With
Deadly.
that height. Great shot from Lucky.
I think she was running it.
It looked like it.
A nice recovery from Kristin from that very weird spot. There were 4 birdie threes today. Holyn, one of them. Silva Saarinen, Ella Hansen, and Maria Oliva also getting threes. 4s feel great on this hole. 67% of the field getting that par. Nice little hole to break down.
It's kind of crazy that that's Kristin's first bogey of the round.
Yeah.
First mistake. 16 holes.
She's always chasing bogey free. Always.
Gosh, playing. She's
always-
pretty dang flawlessly.
7 strokes as we go into the final 2 holes.
Holyn with a couple of strokes on Evelina and Henna for that third place finish. Hole 17, par 3, 390 feet. OB, left and right. There is a mandatory on the left. You're not really thinking about that. You're just trying to swing a hyzer. You want to kind of hug that corner on the left and then just fade towards the pin. Hopefully get a putt to this elevated lighthouse that we may or may not burn down later. If you push straight, you can definitely find OB quicker than you think.
Yeah, at right about circle 2 area, the OB pinches a little bit. And if you push too deep right in that circle 1, circle 2 area.
And I like the height on this. It's definitely swinging.
It's so good.
Wow. And any lower than that, it probably wouldn't have reached the pin. Holyn just able to get the disc so high in the air. It's nuts. Like, usually to reach the pin, it has to be more left than that out of your hand.
Yep, you have to really hug that corner and give it height. Like, Lucky will be well into circle 2.
Yeah.
Oh, good ground play. Yep,
Still circle 2. But it's a good shot. Missy, pretty straight, but it's a nice stable disc. This is looking like a circle 2 maybe as well.
Oof. She did not love it out of her hand, but it worked out. Wonder if she runs that putt. I bet.
I mean,
Why
she's
not?
got nothing to lose.
Kristin giving it the height it needs. A little wide. But some great glide. It'll get right circle 2 land as well.
Holyn's shot was just so impressive.
It was. What did she throw, Holyn?
Yes.
A vulture.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a magic disc.
Yeah, I think she's kind of found her groove like Missy has her thrasher.
Yep.
Holyn's got the vulture. Run it, Missy. For the fans.
Yes.
Ah.
She just shrugs.
Just shrugs. It doesn't really matter. I think we all know what's
That's a
happening
good feeling.
here. Yeah.
Smart. World champions lay up.
Man, so crazy to go wire to wire. I mean, we've watched Kristin Tattar play every single round. So in control, so dominant.
Another little maybe baby roll.
Yeah, hard to say. And let's go back to 7 down for Holyn, and she's got a double bogey and a bogey.
Wow.
Does she have? Hold on. I can't
So
remember the
many
front
birdies.
9. Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Missy with the aggressive putt. Love that. Unfortunately, going to have to take the bogey, but at this moment in time, she's doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, Holyn was bogey for the front. So nuts. So she's 7 down with 3 strokes, 3 bogey strokes.
Wow.
last hole of the World Championships. You ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Let's ride.
We're all ready for this week to ride into the distance. Hole 18, 700 feet. That distance is funny because even with this huge downhill shot, it feels like it plays forever. You want to put something wide, hyzer out over the right-hand side. We did have a bit of a headwind here. You can throw a forehand as well. You just got to find that middle and then kind of react to where your drive lands. Ground play can happen really quickly, so you can't really plan if you're going to land right side or left side. You just throw and hope the wind doesn't do anything crazy. Big sidearms to the green can happen. Backhand up the right side, down the little gap. It does roll downhill behind the basket towards out of bounds, so come in softly.
This always feels a little scary to hang it this wide, but Holyn absolutely annihilated. That's a huge tee shot. And this time she did go distance driver. That was an ESP force.
Lucky trusting this really overstable disc. Love this play. Oh,
that's
now
a
got
bummer.
some weird wind.
Yeah. It's Lucky, overall having a good round. Had that one bad break. She's one up. Even par's great out here. Just so close, and she's really jockeying for position. It's very tight in the top 10.
And that, playing that safe golf that we talked about earlier in the round with Lucky, it just can't, this can happen so easily. Just one mistake feels like a huge mistake because you're not getting those birdies.
And Kristin Tattar is out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. OB left like that is the better mistake than OB right like Lucky, who it's almost a re-tee.
Yep.
It's like, I don't even really think it's worth it to go down the 30 feet to throw it from the side hill. Missy was OB on her drive yesterday, but makes the putt.
Yeah. Spikes it. Look how far Holyn is. 470?
Yeah.
Come on. That's so cool.
That is cool.
Lucky choosing to take it where it last crossed.
Just a nice, simple shot. That's definitely the better side of the fairway to land on to attack on the next one. The right side gets squirrely.
Mm-hmm. Won't stop Missy from taking it.
Nah, Missy's kind of squirrely.
Yeah,
oh my
she
gosh.
is.
The spotter totally ducked in that. Bush, what a shot. And Missy unable to reel in Kristin, but having a really solid tournament. She got it down to 2 strokes yesterday. And look at how far ahead they are of third place, both Kristin and Missy. What a great showing.
Yeah, just finding their stride this week. Doing what you have to do at the World Championships.
Lucky with one final sidearm approach. Leaves it a little bit short for bogey with.
There were only 3 birdies on the day, and 40% taking a bogey or worse. So what a hard hole to finish out the round with.
No kidding. One of the hardest, I think, finishing holes out there.
Mm-hmm. Holyn in position to take another birdie, potentially.
Yeah, look how far she is. And almost typical Holyn problems, throwing too far, but that's so good.
Such good distance.
And with that, that's going to be, even if she misses this putt, it's why not?
Why
you know
is
what?
she
Why
doing
not?
that?
That's fantastic. I love that she just ran that. And whether Holyn makes this putt or not, that's back-to-back third place finishes for her at the World Championships. What if she just made that?
I know.
Everyone would have lost it.
Yes, Lucky. What a way to end your world. Huge death putt.
That's so awesome. That's going to keep her in a tie for 7th. Otherwise, she would have been, I believe, in 11th place because it's a pretty big tie. So. crowd showing Lucky some love there. That's awesome. Oh, I think she's going to get me to cry.
Yeah, I know that the emotions come out after 5 rounds,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
Putting it all out there. Oh, the passion.
Missy trying to end it with a huge birdie just for fun.
She's like, how do I follow that? Oh my gosh.
Holyn gonna end it with a par. It doesn't matter. Still third place.
Haley King, Maria Oliva, and Katrina Allen getting birdies. So impressive on hole 18. Solid. Oh my gosh, it's been fun watching Missy this week. Big congratulations to her. And then Kristin leaves this one.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
She's messing with us now.
Laid up again. Congratulations, Kristin Tattar, your 2023 World Champion.
And with her daughter present. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present the winner of the 2023 PDGA Pro World Championship presented by LL Bean, Kristin Tattar!
Felt like the last 3 rounds I was just struggling, but I was just kept telling myself I might be struggling, but I'm not failing, so that kept me going. Maybe it was just nerve, something was going on with the putting, it wasn't as strong as usual, so that made me kind of hesitant. Thank you to everyone who was watching and cheering for me. I got so many very nice messages and I felt all the good energy. You guys are great. I love you.
Congratulations again to Kristin Tattar. What a beautiful moment.
Wow, wire two. One of the most impressive world performances we've ever seen.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Missy Gannon for second place, Holyn Handley with the hot round solo third, Evelina Salonen and Henna Blumroos in a tie for fourth. Silva Saarinen and Macy Villetti is also shooting the 7-down hot round. Some really strong golf out there today. Look at these scores.
Yeah, Sunday did not, no one backed down. Everyone came out firing, and look at all these competitors shooting so hot. Yeah, it's been a long week. Thanks for hanging in with us. We've really brought our all this week in the booth as well.
Ain't no mountain high. Oh man, been a week.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed your 5 rounds of Worlds coverage presented by LL Bean.
Yeah, thanks to Jomez for going the extra mile here. PDGA, Disc Golf Pro Tour, everybody out there. Worlds Week is something special, and being out here at Smugs is just the best.
Yeah, we got very lucky this year in Vermont. We got more golf coming up, MVP in a couple weeks. Come hang out with us. Don't forget we have shirts for sale, new pocket tees, 2 hotkeys. Thanks for honking with us, everyone that honked at us on the course. You guys rule. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 hot geese.
Honk.